This is a quick overview for the GIS overlays. Open up your GIS overlay menu, and here we'll have our browser. You can drag this browser around the screen using the blue bar at the top, and you can select your data source from the drop down. You can choose either curated data from V to Y under public data, and we can just add each of those layers by pressing the add button. We can select a WMS, WMTS, or GeoJSON from an ArcGIS map server. For a GeoJSON, just paste your map server URL and press enter. You'll see the available layers. We can select the traffic signals for an example. We can select our region by pressing select area, left clicking into the world, dragging our mouse to expand or reduce the size of the box, left clicking to accept the size, and we can press add layer. We can see there was one traffic light in that area. We can open the world outliner here, and we can see that the traffic signals layer is available. We can delete a layer by pressing delete. We can add a different layer by selecting a different layer and pressing add layer. You can see that the layer has been added, and we can see the lines of these roads. We can adjust the opacity by sliding the opacity slider up and down, and we can query the world by pressing the left control and left mouse. Here you can see that we have opened up the metadata on this crossing and road intersection. You can filter an attribute by filtering in the attribute list, or you can have a look through the whole list. You can close the feature data by closing the X, you can close the GIS outliner by pressing the X, and you can close the GIS browser at any time pressing the X. To load a WMTS, just open up your web server, like so. We have our WMS servers, where we copy our URL, and we have our WMTS servers that we copy exactly the same. And we can paste your server URL, and we can see all of the layers available from that URL. We can select a layer and add that layer to the world. We can open up our outliner, and we can adjust the opacity of each layer by using the opacity bar. For now, I'll delete the paths and crossing layer, and we can see the DEM loading on from the WMTS service. That's all for now. Thank you.